it be me, the captain of the worst, here to warn you about an incredibly inept, salty sack of sea slime to avoid. The movie we're reviewing today is The Incredible Melting Man, the story of an astronaut who melts down like margarine for the whole movie. Oh, it's like margarine in a microwave. Oh, it's like a worker accident at a Cinnabon. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so slimy and sinister and just bleh. Ugh. That being said, special and practical effects. 0 flushes by a miracle. Plot, 4 flushes. Acting, 4 flushes. Cinematography, 4 flushes. By far the worst movie I have yet seen in my reviewing career. But so bad you can't stop watching it. Basically, the monster is a man who is melting down. All of his body is melting down. At the end of the movie, which I'm not going to spoil for you, because I really do want you to see this movie, even though I'm telling you it's horrible off the bat. Oof. He's melting down. He's just melting down to the point that he's going to be gone soon. And the question is, who will melt down first? The audience or the movie monster? Who knows? Who cares? I do apparently know and care because I'm about to tell you. So, the main character we're supposed to empathize with in this incredibly inept film is the main character, Ted Nelson. A no one from Nowheresville who even knows what. He's a doctor apparently at some everywhere but nowhere actually town that's got some kind of NASA top secret 70s bullshit facility there where they house the movies that I review. But you're not supposed to know that. Don't tell anyone that or you'll be thrown off the plank. You'll walk the plank if you tell anyone. Oh, it's just... Oh, I can't even describe how terrible it is. It's so terrible. It makes me want to cover both my eyes with the same eye patch. But I can't, because then I wouldn't be able to see this horrible movie. Ooh, the plot, as I have explained, is so simple yet so straightforward that it just works. It just works even though it's horrible. Even though every single aspect of this movie is horrible. The acting is bland. The set outacts the characters because the set is actually less wooden than the characters. The monster is really cool looking, but his actions, his dialogue, his everything else is so stupidly written. They barely give him any lines. He wanders around for completely pointless. What is the point of these shots of him wandering in the countryside unless it's supposed to be some kind of massive metaphor for human existence in some kind of weird existential way? But who knows? I'm not sure even the director knew. Because I sure don't know. And I've seen this movie probably 4 times already. Yes, 4 times. I watched it from the foredeck, the poop deck, and then the foredeck, and then the poop deck again. Oh, God, the poop deck smelled so bad. After this movie was done and after I was done throwing up and hurling and just, ugh. Oh, it's like a worker's accident at a Cinnabon or a train wreck. You just can't look away from it, but every time you try to look away from it, you notice something new about it that you didn't see before that makes you think, hey, maybe this movie isn't so terrible at all. And then you wake up and you realize, what was I thinking? At this moment, I'm asking myself, is there a worse movie out there? I dare you to name one in the comments. And if you do, I guarantee you, no matter how bad it is, I will review it. Even if it's the worst thing I've ever seen, and I'll be sure to let you know. Ooh, this movie just hurts my head with how horrible it is. But it's such an interesting concept that I really recommend you watch it. Because even though it is somewhat gross, the monster is really gross, actually. It's just so innovative and interesting and new and different and not... It needs a remake. It needs a remake. I know I'm supposed to review the worst movies ever, and this is definitely one of the worst movies ever, even though I am praising it at this moment. It is horribly bad and stupid and bland and wooden and pointless, and God, kill me now. But it really needs a remake or a sequel. Because I feel like one of the main problems this movie had was They didn't have the doubloons. Ooh, let's dig for some right now. Ooh, digging for doubloons right now. Oh, I didn't find any. Oh, no doubloons there. Oh, they didn't have the Spanish pieces of 8 to make the movie worth watching. So they just made a half-assed, mediocre bullshit movie. Ooh, that just has a really interesting creature. Really, the only redeeming feature this movie has is the creature. Everything else sucks horribly. Sucks so bad. Sucks worse than a whirlpool. Ugh. I won't give the ending away for you. But what I will tell you is you won't see the ending coming. It'll blow your mind so hard. Oh, your mind will be as fried as the monster in this movie looks at the end. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh, what happened to this guy? What even happened to him? How did that even work? How did this even start to happen to his body? Did he have a run-in with a microwave while he was in space? Did he collide with a convection oven while entering Saturn's rings? Yes, for some moronic reason they chose to have some loony radiation bullcrap that could never actually happen. I hope it doesn't actually happen. Where the astronaut who's the monster flew through Saturn's rings during some kind of loony 50 stock footage star event or something of the sun blowing radiation around or something. And apparently that's why he's melting. Not the amount of not the amount of soda he drinks or the amount of cigarettes he smokes or the amount of anything that would make any sense at all. Some bullshit that makes the movie unsequelable, even though it really, really needs a sequel, or at least, at the very least, it needs a remake, because it could be really cool. But just, oh, God, I feel like I've done it service with the review. Watch it yourself. It's by far one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but it isn't boring.